Well, hello guys, and here today on Rusty Glove Box, we have made a lot of progress on the Studebaker Champ, and so let me spin you around and let's check it out. Well, we have the AC compressor mounted on its bracket, and in this tight quarters right here, I figured out how I can run my heater hose coming out of the water pump housing without it interfering with the AC compressor. That took a little creative thinking and trying several different pipe fittings to get that proper angle. Got the alternator on and wired. Let's see, that's about it on this side that you can see. Oh, I do have the throttle body all wired up and everything. I have my radiator hose configuration figured out, and I just got to get a few clamps, a couple of clamps here, and the bottom hose was a simple 90. I believe. And let's see. I'm using those stainless steel lines for the transmission. I'm running it off the radiator cooler that it has internally. And let's see. Oh, got my fuel lines run, fuel pressure gauge, so I'll be able to easily diagnose if a fuel pump is a little weak or something like that. Got the brakes bled and all that. Cooling fans are on, built a shroud using two 12-inch fans, and man, those things, they move a lot of air, so I'm pretty happy with them. Got my AC condenser mounted. I may or may not have to move the brackets in and out some. I have a little leeway on that. I have the 10-inch fan, have it on there. It's going to come on when the AC compressor comes on. I have a relay that controls that and the radiator fan. And let's see. I got my throttle cable down and my transmission kickdown cable, have that all installed. And so transmission is hooked up to the flex plate. The torque converter bolts are on there and mounted, and I have a cover under there. So just a lot of little loose ends trying to get it ready to fire up before too much longer. I'm in no big hurry because I do know the engine will run. But anyway, made a lot of progress. The drive shaft is completely installed from front to back, new center bearing, and I believe I have it pretty much lined up. I'm going to check it a little more, and I may or may not have to change that differential angle. I'm thinking that it may be all right, but we'll see. But everything is working pretty good. Got the transmission lines hooked up on the transmission, got shifter linkage all tight and everything. So made a lot of progress. With this vehicle having a lot more of electrical components like fuel injection, electric fans, air conditioner, all that, you know, I went with a high output alternator. It was like a 105 amp alternator. And I put grounds everywhere. I ground the radiator. And why did I do that? Because that's where the electric fans are. Ground the cab. I put 2 grounds on the cab. I put 2 grounds on the engine. I'm even going to have 2 grounds on the bed. So kind of try to get away from having any bad grounds, and that's one of the worst things and easiest fixes on a lot of electrical problems people have with stuff. So anyway, it was nice to get back on the mechanical part of the truck and not so much the bodywork anymore. But now this is about done. It's time to migrate back to some more of that bodywork that I love so much. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming by the shop today. This is Rusty Glove Box, and I'm out of here.